Hello friends, today we will learn how to add new Pinterest pins to Trello boards. Now suppose that you use Pinterest to share your daily catalog to other people and you use Trello to manage all that task you do in Pinterest. And you want that every time a new pin is created in Pinterest, that information should be updated by creating a new card in Trello. But since both of these applications do not have a direct connection between them, you might have to do the work of creating a new card in Trello manually. But let me tell you, we can actually automate this process using Pabbly Connect, where our trigger will be creating a new pin in Pinterest and our action will be creating a new card in Trello. Let us learn how to do it. So in this video, we will learn how to add new Pinterest pins to Trello boards. Now Pinterest is used for multiple purposes. First of all, people use it to search good pictures and good ideas, but Pinterest is a discovery page for many other things also, like recipes, home ideas, and style inspiration. And then Trello is a task management application. So you use Trello to manage all the tasks. For example, if you have a Pinterest account, you might use Trello to make the list of all the work that you are supposed to update in Pinterest. But today we will learn how to automate this process by using Pabbly. So as you can see, this is the landing page of Pabbly. And on the right hand side, you have two options, sign up for free and then sign in. If you don't have an existing account, click on sign up for free. And because I already have one, I'm going to click on sign in. And then this will take me to this window where I can see all the applications that are provided by Pabbly. For the integration today, we will be using Pabbly Connect. Let's just click on Access Now. And then I'll be taken to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. After reaching here, you have to click on the blue button on the right hand side where it is written Create Workflow. Because in order to create the automation, we will be creating a workflow in Pabbly Connect. And then name the workflow. So I'm going to name the workflow Pinterest to Trello boards. And then it will take you to this window where you will find two boxes written trigger and action over them. Now, what is a trigger and what is an action? A trigger is when this happens. It means that you are going to enter a trigger application in this blank space. And then you will add a trigger event to that application so that whenever it triggers the application, this workflow will move ahead in the direction of the action application, and then action means to do this, which means that as soon as this application is triggered, the action application will perform the action assigned. So today our trigger application is going to be Pinterest, because we want that as soon as we create a new pin in our Pinterest account, that content has to be updated that this work has been done in the Pinterest account. So we will choose the trigger application as Pinterest. The trigger event will be new pin as soon as a new pin is added. The picture, uploads, video, anything is called a pin in Pinterest. Okay. And because you have to connect Pinterest with your Pabbly Connect account, make sure that you have already opened your Pinterest account over here. Click on Connect. Add new connection, connect with Pinterest, and then give access. Because you've already opened your account in a separate tab, Pabbly Connect will detect the account. Now it says connected and the board is quotes. You can go back to your Pinterest account and check how many boards do you have. You only have one board named quotes, right? And you have all the pictures over here. So that is the board we want. And let's just click on save and send test request. As soon as you do it, go back to Pinterest and create a new pin. So you can just click on plus over here, create a pin, and then this window comes in front of you where you have to add all the details of your pin. So you click on drag and drop place to upload and then choose, for example, this picture of a puppy. You chose this picture and you want to upload this picture. Now give a title, cute puppies, let's say you are giving, and then write some description about that picture. For example, you are writing that playing with puppies helps you reduce stress. This is the description you have added, and then you can choose your board from here, but as we only have one board, so no need to choose, and just click on save. Your pin has been saved over here, and just wait for it to load and see. Now it is saved. This is the picture, this is the name of the picture, or you can call a pin, and then the description is also under it. Now you go back to Pabbly Connect, and as you can see, a response have been received. This response has been captured by Pabbly Connect from the recent upload of pin in Pinterest. So this was the title, the image is there, the original width, the original URL, which means you can drag it down and see that this is the link of the image. Okay, the height, the width, all the other details along with the description is also there. See, the description is also there. So all the data that we entered while creating this pin has been collected by our Pabbly Connect. Now let us move on to our next step, that is action step. So our action application today is Trello, because you want to create a card about this update in Trello. And the action event will be to create a card with plain text type description. Why? Because see, as soon as you add a card over here, for example, this card of uploading of pictures is already present over here. You open this, okay, and you see this is the name and you have a description over here. Now, because we are going to add a picture along with the description, you only need plain text type description, nothing more than that. So that is why we are going to choose creating a card with plain text type description. Now connect your Trello account with your Pabbly Connect. Click on add new connection, and then it will ask you to insert some of the credentials that will help you to connect both the accounts. So you can read below here. You can find the above details by logging to your Trello account. So we have already logged in. Our account is ready to use. And after login, you can get the API key and generate a token from here. So click on here. It will take you to this page that is called Developer API Keys. Scroll down a little and then you will find a personal key. So this personal key you have to copy because this is your API key. All right. Then you go back to the same page and a token is also given over here. You have to click on this blue token and it will show you the username. Copy the username and then paste it over here. Now that authorization page, you have to go back. See, the name of that page is only server token, which means that along with the username, you will get your token also. Scroll down and then click on allow. So it will provide you a token. Copy the token, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it. So all the credentials have been filled. Click on save and your accounts will be connected. The authorization will be successful and yes, it is done. Now, when they are connected, the important thing you have to pay attention to is the board and the list ID. Now, board is, I told you earlier only that these are the boards, right? We create different boards for different departments or different projects you can call. So, the board that is visible over here is class board, but the name of our board is slides. So, go back and click on the drop down menu and either you can look for it or just type slides. Don't type manually. You have to choose from the options. And the list ID is slide content. Now, slide content is the list that is correct, but we want to add a card in updates on Pinterest list. So, click on the same drop down menu and select updates on Pinterest. Then you have to enter name, description, IDs, due date, and URL source. So, these details have to be entered in a different way. And what is the way? The process is called mapping. Now, this is a very crucial step. It is actually useful or it is used in all the workflows that we create in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so mapping is basically creating a pathway between the trigger and the action application. See, what happens is that whenever Pabbly Connect captures response from Pinterest or any trigger application, the purpose of the whole workflow is to transfer the information from one application to another, right? We are establishing a connection in such a manner that the information collected from Pinterest will be transferred to Trello, that is our action application. So to create that pathway, we have to pin the correct information. For example, this is the description. So this description should go from here, like the description is written here in Pinterest. So whenever a new pin will be created and here description will come, that description will go in the card at this area. And for that, you have to do mapping. For example, name is asked over here. So what you are going to do is, see, insert data from previous step. So this was our previous step. You will use whole of this response to enter details in these fields. So click on this Pinterest new pin because it will give you the list of all the responses you have received. Now the title was cute puppies. This is the name required. Now the description was again the same process, and look for your description, and this is the description. Alright, position is top only, or you can just say bottom. Position is different. Why? Because if you keep it top, then it will come above the prior card. But because I changed it to bottom, which means it is going to be added under this card. Now I changed it to bottom, no member ID or label ID. Due date is not required. Why? Because the picture has been uploaded. The pin has been created already. There is no due date required in this condition. So only thing you are left with is URL source. Now URL source is very important. Why? Because for example, if somebody opens the Trello account to check on what are the updates on Pinterest. So you're opening this card and then you see the description and the name of that picture. Fine. But adding a URL will give a visual of that particular pin that, okay, this was the video or this was the picture that was uploaded. So that is the reason you are entering the URL in this area. You have to map the same. Click on this and then look for URL. So media images originals URL. This is the URL. We also discussed the same when we were checking these responses. And this was our URL, original URL, and that is the same URL we have mapped over here. Now what you're supposed to do is just click on save and send test request and wait for response from the action application. And see, the response has been received. Now first of all, check for any errors or problems. Is there any problem in any information? No. You've received the name, you have received the description, the time of that activity, and the URL as well. You have all the information. Okay, so do one thing. First, save this workflow. Okay, then you go back to your Trello and check if your work has been done. See, first thing that this was the picture. You open it. This is the name. This is the description. And this is the attachment of the URL we did. Till here it's fine. And then we also assigned the position of the card, which was bottom, which means that it will come under the card that was already present over here. So uploading of pictures was already present and our new card has been added under that in the bottom. So our work has been done and the workflow is working perfectly. Let's do a quick recap of what we did in this video. So our workflow was a very easy one, included only 2 steps, trigger and action. Our trigger application is Pinterest. The event was creating a new pin. Now it could be a video, audio or anything. And then you connected the accounts, selected the board, and then created a new pin in your Pinterest. Then you received the response for the same, and then you mapped it to your action application. So our action application in this case is Trello, and the event is to create a card with simple description, that is plain text type description. Connected the account with the use of username, API key, and token. But for that, you have to open your Trello account already in a separate tab, so it is easier for Pabbly Connect to connect to your Trello account. You chose the correct board, the list, and then the important step was to map the information. Clicked on save and send test request, received the information, and then clicked on save by to save this workflow. Checked your Trello that yes, your work was completely successful. So this was the video all about. I hope this helps. Thank you.
Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.